Hey guys, it's Sean here. So, my friend Sarah sent me a Harry Potter meme today that's meant to be spoken aloud, so I'm videotaping it and then uploading it here to Tumblr for all of you. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, by the way, I have a cheat card for some of the questions, and bonus questions on the back that I made up, because I'm a dork. So, anyway, let's get started. Pronounce the following: Muggle, Expecto Patronum, Snitch, Deathly Hallows, Butterbeer, Firebolt, Slytherin, Marauder's Map, Stupefy, Dolores Umbridge, Nox, Whomping Willow, Hogsmeade, Luna Lovegood, Troll, Buckbeak, Ravenclaw, Chaser, Moaning Myrtle, Honeydukes, Harry Potter, Quidditch, Hufflepuff, Diagon Alley, Weasley, Hogwarts, Hermione Granger, Horcrux, Gryffindor, Nearly Headless Nick, Divination, Gringotts, Azkaban, Phoenix, Dobby, Quaffle, Dementor, Hungarian Horntail, Dumbledore. That was a longer list than I expected. Number 2, least favorite character in the series? Probably Fudge, because he could have done so much to help Harry and help the wizarding community at large, but instead he was just, oh, I'm just gonna pretend that, Voldemort's not back, because I don't think he's back. Fail. Stupid politician. So, I don't like Fudge. I like his name, because it's tasty. Not his name, but the food of that, you know what I mean. Moving on. Number 3. How do you feel about the movies compared to the books? I feel all in all, with any book to movie translation, there's going to be some things lost, some things changed. It's not going to have the exact same feel that the books did. So I feel like overall, the Harry Potter series of movies did a really good job translating from book to screen and making it for a viewing audience instead of a reading audience. There's things I have problems with, but that's gonna happen. So I feel like overall they did a good job. Number 4, which character do you most compare yourself to? I feel like I'm a mixture of Hermione, Neville, and Luna, and I like that mixture. So let's go with that. 5. What would your Patronus be? Probably a rabbit or a ferret. Ferret because they're long, brown, and very thin. And I'm tall, very thin, and obviously I have this huge, massive, curly, wavy brown hair, so it works, and I just really, really have always loved rabbits, and I miss having them as pets, so yeah, probably one of those two. Number 6, would you rather have an owl, toad, or a cat as your pet? Well, I wouldn't want to hold a slimy toad at all. I'm not a cat person. Can't stand cats. So I'd have to go with an owl. It's kind of all that's left. 7, if you could invite 7 characters from the series to a Hogwarts dinner party, who would they be? If I was hosting it, it'd be better than Slughorn's parties. Just saying. But I would invite Luna, Professor McGonagall, Hermione, Neville, Oliver, Teddy, even though he's from a different generation, if could be, I'd invite him. And I'd also invite the Grey Lady, because I feel like she deserves some recognition for what she's done, and she's a very sad character, and I'll get more into her later. But I'd want to make sure that she was included and invited. 8. Pick your mode of transportation. Thestral, broom, flue powder, apparition, portkey, hippogriff, or dragon. Okay, well, apparition would be very easy, very simple. I could get here and there, everywhere, so probably that, because it's the best choice. You don't have to carry around a thing of powder or a broom. You don't need a fireplace. You don't need some huge animal. So, yeah, probably apparition, but I feel like a broom would be a lot of fun for just, like, short, leisurely trips. Number 9. What would you see if you looked in the mirror of Erised? I honestly don't know. There could be a couple of things, so I'll just move on from that one. I honestly don't know. Number 10. Which Deathly Hallows object would you like to have? All of them. No, I'm just kidding. The invisibility cloak. I mean, it's the most sensible, I think. You can do the most with it. 10. No, just joking. 11. Which character would you attend the Yule Ball dance with if you had the chance? Luna. That would be a fun dance if you could go with Luna. 12. What would be your favorite Hogwarts class? I couldn't pick, so I made a list. History of Magic, which is a core course. Muggle Studies, which would be an elective. And then these are extracurricular activities offered. Art, Muggle Music, and Ghoul Studies. I feel like Ghoul Studies would be really, really interesting. I really like the history ones, and the Ghoul Studies, and then, of course I'm very artistic, so of course I do all the arts. But the Ghoul Studies could be really, really cool. 13. Which Quidditch position would you play? Chaser, keeper, beater, seeker, referee, or spectator? Spectator. I don't do sports at all. 14. Your name and username. Sean McGuire. Username SeanFMcGuire.tumblr.com. Derp. 15. Where you're from. Delaware, America. 16. When did you start reading the books / first see the movies? I started reading the books shortly after Sorcerer's Stone came out in paperback in America, I think, because I got it in paperback from my grandmother, and I saw the movies as soon as they came out. Favorite book and favorite movie is number 17. My favorite book is probably Deathly Hallows, because that's when everything comes together and you see how everything in the last, all the previous books are connected, even slightest details. And my favorite movie is definitely Chamber of Secrets. That's never changed. However, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is a very, very close second. And number 18, least favorite book and movie, Order of the Phoenix, for both the book and movie. I hated them both. Number 19, favorite male character, Neville. 20, favorite female character, Luna. 21, favorite scene in each book and movie, oh dear. Sorcerer's Stone, I liked when Harry got all of his letters and the Dursleys went from place to place to place to try and escape them. I thought that was hilarious. Chamber of Secrets, I loved the bathroom scene where they unlocked the chamber, and then, of course, the chamber scene itself. Prisoner of Azkaban, when, any time that Hermione pwns Trelawney is amazing. Goblet of Fire, I'm such a graveyard scene fan. Love it. Order of the Phoenix, St. Mungo's was the only scene that I actually genuinely liked, and of course it was cut out completely from the movie. Half-Blood Prince, all of the Astronomy Tower, when Dumbledore dies and Snape has to kill him and Draco can't, and my heart. I love that scene so much. Deathly Hallows, everything in the battle. The whole battle sequence is fantastic. I had an itch on my eyeball. Ignore that. But also the whole Grey Lady scene and the Room of Requirement scenes were fantastic. 22, saddest scene. I'd have to say Dobby's death. 23, who do I ship? Neville and Luna together. Harry and book Ginny together, not movie Ginny together, because they completely killed that in the movie. Ron and Hermione together. Oliver Wood and Cedric Diggory together. And James and Lily. And then my bonus questions that I made up myself. Favorite ghost, I'd have to say the Grey Lady, and it has been since we were first introduced to her. She's the only female house ghost, and I love a good ghost story, and it seemed like, because through the books we get like a sentence here and there describing a female ghost, and I always thought it was the Grey Lady, and it turns out it is supposed to be the Grey Lady, and I felt like she had a story there, and I always wanted to learn it, so I really loved her. And then we actually learned it in Deathly Hallows, and it made me love her even more, and I was so glad that she helped out Harry. And I loved in the movie that they made her be friends with Luna. I just thought that upped her even more in my book because it made so much sense, so I loved that a lot, and she's definitely my favorite. Okay, personal headcanon about any generation. I think that Teddy, when he was at Hogwarts, he got around quite a bit. He'd be the sort that you would find snogging a girl in the broom cupboard. But, once he and Bill and Fleur's daughter realized that they liked each other, then, he kind of settled down some more. My personal Hogwarts house would be Ravenclaw, all the way. If I wanted J.K. to write another series of books about the world of Harry Potter, what generation would I want it to be? I definitely want it to be third generation, because we already know so much about the Marauders that I feel like it'd be like, blah, okay, we know most of the big information already, blah, 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 blah. So that'd be really boring, and I'm not that big of a fan of the Marauders, so it'd be boring for me. I think we've laid to rest the, Harry Potter, the Golden Trio generation. We pretty much laid that to rest. So I think the third generation of all their kids and all, I think that'd be an interesting story, and see how, like, after everything that's happened with their parents, how they live on being, oh yeah, you're so-and-so's kid, you're Harry's kid, you're Hermione's kid, and how that affects them and so on. Or, like, because McGonagall was at Hogwarts the same time Tom Riddle was, and that's, like, before the Marauders era. So I think even, like, Tom Riddle and McGonagall's era would be very interesting, and Moaning Myrtle's era as well. I think that could be an interesting story as well, but more so third generation. Last question, what do you really wish had made it into the movies that got left out? Peeves, because I loved Peeves. Spew, I was so mad that they left that out. And the other task in the dungeon in Sorcerer's Stone, because, like, the potions task, that was very much, like, to represent Hermione and, like, what she's good at, but they cut it out of the movie, so they showed Harry getting the keys, they showed Ron playing chess, and they showed Harry defeating Quirrell, but Hermione never got her chance to shine besides the, vines and, doing the little spell that shone sunlight, but that was it. It's like, ooh, you made sunlight appear. Congratulations. So, I was really mad that they left out the potions bit in the dungeons. And also Saint Mungo's. I loved Saint Mungo's in Order of the Phoenix. I thought it was such an important scene and so good, and it was the only scene that I actually really liked, and they cut it out of the movie. So, alright, so that is the end of the video. Sorry it took so long. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Hope you enjoyed all this and the bad lighting and all, but I had to set up a flashlight because my only source of light is on top of me. So I had to set up a flashlight over there to do it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I liked making it. So I'll see you guys around.